Greetings, brothers and sisters, and we're back for another video. Now, I know it's been quite a long time, and I don't want to go into details, but basically, I've just been busy. But yeah, there is something I wanted to talk about, and I think it's very important for everyone to know, especially Christians. Now, there has been a lot going on around the world lately, and while it may seem terrifying at first, it's actually very exciting for many of us because these things are happening around the world right now. The destruction, the killing, these things were bound to happen anyways. It's prophesied to happen. The revolution, wars, and many more, these things are prophesied to happen. And it's leading us closer and closer to the last days. And in the last days, there will be certain events to come. The first watch time, the second watch time, the third watch time, and the fourth watch time. Now, I'm sure you are very unfamiliar of what these events are, but these are very, very important. Unfortunately, this is not what I wanted to talk about in this video, but I want to be a little bit more open to it because I haven't talked much about the watch time events in any of my previous videos, so I'm going to be a little bit more open to it. And I apologize if you can't see the chart properly. Please let me know down in the comments, if you can see it or not. Also, I am not the creator of this chart. All credit goes to Brother Dan Scott and Sister Diana. You can subscribe to them. I will leave their channels in the description below, so you can subscribe to them. But anyways, let's get on with it. So yes, the events by watch times. These events are supposed to play out in the last days, and I'll try to be as simple as possible because it's a little bit complex, but you can be understood properly. Basically, the first watch time is this is where us Christians should be heading. The first watch time indicates of the first resurrection. We as Christians are need to be more vigilant. We need to be more closer to God. So in the last days, that we may head into the first watch time. And if we miss the first watch time, then we will definitely head to pre-midnight, where we will be entering to the wedding feast. And if we don't, and if we miss the second watch time, then we will most likely be dragon ones, which is the third watch time. And if we miss the third watch time, then we are condemned. We are condemned for the fourth watch time. Now, the fourth watch time is very serious. It's basically hell, Gehenna. Like, think of a bowling ball. Like, of when you first roll the ball and you got one strike. Actually, no. Think of a baseball bat, actually. That's what I'm trying to say. Think of a baseball bat where you try to do 3 strikes and you're out. Strike one, strike two, strike three, you're out. That's what this is about. And anyways, I apologize if I'm terrible at explaining this. I will explain this better in my next video. I promise you this. It's just that this is not what I wanted to talk about right now. But hopefully my brother Dan Scott and Sister Diana can do it for me. So anyways, yes. If you have any questions, please leave it down below. For real. Anyways, let's go on with it. Now, we all know what's going on in this world it's really sad, but people have to understand that Satan is the god of this world. He is the God of this eon. He's running this world, this timeline. And it's important for people to understand that this is all a spiritual war. It always has been a spiritual war. Now, unfortunately, many Christians don't seem to realize this because they are in support of Israel's war against Hamas. This familiar channel is an example of it. This channel is pro-Israel, pro-Zionist all the way, including the Christians on this channel. And there's something that you have to know. This channel does not care about what Israel is doing, whether they are doing bad, whether they are disobeying God or not. They don't care. They support it all the way. And that's what I have a problem of. Because they see Israel as a holy land of God and the apple of his eye, they think that no matter what Israel done, it is still holy no matter what. Now, there are Christians out there that deserve to be called out because what they're promoting right now is disgusting and goes against God and his writ. You see, the problem with promoting Israel's war is the fact that it has nothing to do with God whatsoever. Like, God told us that we are in a spiritual battle, not a physical battle. This war is Satan's war. What's even more sad is that most of these Christians are aware of Israel's atrocities and they don't care because in their minds, Israel is the land of God, it's holy. It doesn't matter what Israel done. And they believe that the Jews, aka the chosen race of God, are more important than anybody else in the world. Now, in my next video, I will be talking more about the chosen race of God. And in my next video, I will be talking more about the watch times. But for this video, I wanted to let you all know that being pro-Israel does not benefit us in any way, much less divides us further away from God's presence. But you have to understand that even if you're pro-Israel or pro-Palestine, all you're doing is dividing us away from God's presence. I understand what the situation is going on right now, but if you're just wanting to wish death on innocent lives, and you just want just because that your land is holier than them, then all you're doing is you're benefiting Satan to stay closer to you. Instead, you're basically wanting Satan to take over our lives just by you, and all it took is a few words, a few death-wishing words, and that's why I can't support it in any way. I can't support what Israel's doing because Israel has blood on their hands, and they have had blood on their hands for a very, very long time, especially the government of Israel. Now, if this video does not change you, I understand. All right, I challenge you to a debate in the comments instead, because I see Israel as a very, very wicked nation, and it's even been prophesied that the Antichrist will arise in the land of Israel. So, which means that there are some wicked schemes going on in Israel, and it's very clear. Now, as for Eric Stakelbeck, this guy, you know, after taking the time to review this man, I am 100% certain that this man is actually a Freemason, and he's definitely in an occult. I'm not even joking. This man, just look at him right now. Look at his hands. You know, do you not see the signs? And plus, he's also been on the mainstream news before. I will link it below and let you see it for yourself. But basically, I do not trust this man at all. I never trusted him when I first saw him, anyways. But yeah, and plus, even if this man really is a Christian, he should at least. Where have I ever seen him mention any Bible verses about this? Has he ever mentioned Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12? Has he ever mentioned Matthew about what Jesus said about these times? Like, brothers and sisters, basically what I'm trying to say is that he doesn't seem like a Christian. He doesn't seem like a Christian to me. I don't mean to judge like this, but this is what I see him right now. And you have to know that there are many, many false Christians like him everywhere in this world. Because Satan is the God of this world. Like I said, this world is a stage, and this world is just built in with lies upon lies upon lies. Anyways, if you like this video, give it a like, and if you dislike this video, give it a dislike. I appreciate all feedbacks given. Thank you, brothers and sisters, and God bless you all. Amen.